number is 192. But how this got here? We are rounding to the nearest 10. Why have a number that says 192? Don't mind that. When you round it off, you look at the rounding number. In this case, the rounding number is 9 because we're rounding to the nearest 10. So don't study about the number in the hundred place if we're rounding to the nearest 10. Sometimes you have a long number, a big number, and if you round to the nearest 10, once you circle the rounded number, in this case, it's a 9 in a tens house, ones house, tens house. Don't study this. This is important right now. This ain't any changes. These are all the rules. So the two numbers you're interested in is this number and, yes, this number to the right of the rounded number. Good. Follow the rules. Look at it. Remember, is a, say it, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it is, we let the rounding place number rest, stay as it is. There you go. So you right there, you know, this is not going to change. So, it's going to round down to the nearest 10. Which two numbers are this far between? -2. Far between which 10? 90. And the time comes 100. Because 10 tens are, it's 100. Follow the rule. Is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? Nope. So we ain't raising no score and we not running up to the nearest 10. This is staying as it is. So we carry it over. Now why carry over here? We just carried over the 1 in the hundreds place because that's not changing. And also the 9 isn't changing either because this number is a 2. If the number is a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, let the rounding place number stay or rest as it is. And next rule is what? All numbers to the right of the circle changes to a 0. 192 rounded out to the nearest 10 is 190. In practice, you're going to get it. Some more. Rounding out to the nearest 10. Again, a big number. 437. Do you need the rules? Remember the rules? Nearest 10. Circle the rounding place number. Underline the number to its right. Ask the question. Is it a? There we go. 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4? No, it's not. So we can't let it rest and you're not running down. We have to see if it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Yes, it is. So we're going to rate the score of the rounding place number, which is the 3. We're changing the rounding place number. You remember this? This has nothing to do with the rounding off, so that goes back right as it is. Then this 3 changes to a 4. We raise the score of the rounding place number. So it's now 440 what? The rule says what? Here we go. Change all numbers to the right of the circle to a 0. 437 rounded off is 440. It's rounded up to the nearest 10. 37 far between which two tens. 30 and 40. That's another way of doing it. 37 is closer to 40 than is closer to 30. So you use the rules or just think about it. There we go. Let's go another one. Still nearest 10. Oh my, this looks confusing, doesn't it? 8,282. Rounding to the nearest 10. How can we do that? Simple again. All we are concentrating on is the rounding place number, which is the 8. So by now you should realize these are not important. These will go back as they are because we are rounding to the nearest 10. Not shoving these. The two most important numbers are this 10 in the tens place and the number to the right of it, which is the 2. We ask the question, the rules. Is it a 0, 1, 2, or 3? If it is, let the rounding place number stay or rest. Don't change this. Here we go. So we're rounding down to the nearest 10. It's not a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, so we can't raise the score, and we're not troubling that. This is a 2. Rounding down. let the wrong in place number rest. So these two numbers will come over just as they are, because we making no changes to these. We're not dealing with the hundreds or thousand place. We're dealing with number in the tens place because we're wrong into the nearest 10. Now, are we wrong up or down? We are leaving it right as it is. So it goes over just as the 8, because the 2 is telling you let it rest. It's a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's a 2. Don't change this. Then next rule says all your numbers to the right of the circle changes to a 0. 8,282 rounded off to the nearest 10 is 8,280. Pretty cool, right? Good. Still rounding off to the nearest 10. Rounding off to the nearest 10. 1,965 rounding to the nearest 10. Again, step 1, circle the wrong in place number. These two numbers are important right now. These two are the only ones. Nearest 10, 10's house, 1's house. What do you do next? Look in number to the right and you underline it. Then you ask the question, is this number a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4? If it is, we'll let this number rest. But it's not. It is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. It is a 6. So this number has to raise it. Raise it. And we run into the nearest 10. So what do you do now? Bring these two numbers over, the 1,000 and the 900. Let's deal with this now. Because this number is a 5, falls in this rule, you raise the score of a 6 to a, what do you think? Yes, 7. Then now, the next rule is all the numbers to the right of the circle changes to a, what do you think this number will be? 0. 1,970. So rounding off 1,965 to the nearest 10 is 1,970. No matter what the big number is, once you follow the rounding rules, and we'll learn about the hundreds place in a while, how to round the nearest 100, and you'll see the rules still applies. So if this number was, say, 1,560,000 something and 65, we are rounding off to the nearest 10. They asked you to round to the nearest 10. These are the two numbers you're going to focus on only. Let's go. Good.